Thank you so much for all of your encouraging words and of support and your love for my application for the TED. Was it the TED idea? No, TEDx Global Idea Search. Yeah, it's just a bit of a long one. But anyway, the story I talk about with the homeless guy in New York City is a moment of when I lived in New York. And I think it was in 2014 this happened. And it completely blew my mind what he did. Although in the video that I've submitted, it sounds like I just didn't have money on me. I was at a point in my life where I literally didn't have a cent. I was living off of the generosity of people. And a lot of people that are on here actually have been incredible in terms of their generosity when I was living in New York. So when I encountered this homeless man, it wasn't that I was just that person that just didn't have any cash on me. It was I literally had no money. So for him to have offered half of what he had to me was just mind-blowing. And I was also even more grateful for the people that meant that I wasn't in that position where I was, living on the streets. It's very easy, I think, to think, well, homeless people are very far away from how we could be. And I know for me, it's really opened my eyes to how quickly you can go from having it all to literally having nothing. And that it was the generosity of other people that allowed me to not have to be like that. As much as this is like a big opportunity to speak if I am successful, I feel a bit like when I wrote my book, which is that I'm really proud of my book. I was proud of my book before anyone even knew I'd written a book. I feel like that with this. I feel like even if I'm not successful, I am taking a step to share this story and just encourage people to know that we all can be generous with our time, with our encouragement, with a smile, with money, with whatever it is you have, with patience even, we can be generous. So I already feel like just sharing that message, it's already something that I'm really proud of doing, because when I had that experience, I remember thinking to myself, whatever it is I do, I always want to share this story. And here I am, being able to share it. So we'll see how the process goes. I'm very passionate about home and homelessness. I don't think people really understand how passionate I am about it, because in many different ways, being homeless is not just about not having a roof over your head. It's not having somewhere safe, not having somewhere where you can be seen and be yourself and understood. And I remember being in New York and understanding that. And I used to go out and speak to people on the streets, and I just thought, I can't give them a roof over their head because I don't even have one that is my own. But what I can do is bring my presence to them. I can see them, I can speak to them, I can give what I have. It's just always been something that I'm really passionate about. I just want to get this story out because I think so often we think and we judge people by how they look on the outside and what they have and what their status is. You don't look at the heart, you don't look at who they really are, because you just see them from the outside. I know probably as crew, we all go to New York City and you see people on the streets. You can be quite afraid of it, but you just don't know what their stories are. And obviously we use wisdom and, you want to be safe. But first-hand experience has shown me, both in New York and in London, going and actually speaking to homeless people, you just realise that they probably have more generosity, more faith, more acceptance, more community than many of us will ever know or understand. I just wanted to say thank you for your encouragement and just kind of give a little bit more background as to why this idea and this subject and this story was so important for me and why I chose it. So we'll see, and I will keep you posted on how that submission goes.